once again, in the office of... oh my god. I don't remember anyone's names. Sonny, right?
Maybe?
He's got to be careful, or he'll be floating sunny side up in the Clawville Reservoir. See?
You remember the town's name Clawville, which I forgot.
Well, because I was fiddling around with the game, and I was just going to load it up so we wouldn't be in the menu when we started, but then it immediately jumped into, like, some dialogue, and I was like, well, oh, Jesus Christ, game. It wasn't earth-shattering. Malachi...
We have a
cat on a hot tin mic. I always make that joke, and it's so dumb. The mic's not made of tin. I'm Chris.
I'm Sam.
And of course we are the Never-Ending Backlog. And let's just jump to it. Let's get back on the beak, as it were.
Back on the beak.
Walking that beak.
Yee, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, Marty McChicken.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh no.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there
Oh, you know
either.
they're just talking smack.
But what's that smell?
It's Arby's. 6-month-old Arby's.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Oh.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no. This is lavender?
Whoa.
That. Now, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
I just keep thinking about bases every time he says Ibanez.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An Impala, maybe?
Wait, did we go here after this? I don't recall that... This game has a weird save system. It just happens. Last I remember, we were outside the diner trying to talk about the insect issue.
Yeah, we didn't come back to the office, but maybe you auto-start in your office, and this is the dialogue that triggers when
That's
you're
why
there.
Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
If Blood Boil would lay off the pot roast every once in a while. He's a little
Bitter
portly.
old dog. He just hates all foul.
Yeah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica is a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Oh, Marty, a little
Let's
thing.
gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
It was sunny.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
It's fine, Marty. It's fine.
Sure, just do it quietly.
God, I love this game. Do we need to get anything in here? We have the gun. So hold on, let me look in my bag. We've got the club. We've got. Oh wait, change. We've got.
Oh man, I totally get you.
Crumpled up cigarette, me.
Oh man, Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
Oh man, there's so much dialogue for stuff here.
It would be best to board it up. It'll go well with this rundown neighborhood.
Savage.
Maybe run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Oh. Oh, whoops.
Sure. You can live in
I don't want to skip all the
That's
dialogue.
an honest place, too. Has it?
Believe me, Marty,
Oh,
I
oops.
thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Oh.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady
Aw.
case from a shady dame, and you need a bit
Says the man who
shield to
shot
cover
me in the
your ass.
chest.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
Ugh.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
New
You're getting
function,
older, Marty.
ask.
You look like shit.
Well, that's the what? I just wanted to look at him.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will you?
Sure. Boo-hoo. Huh?
Oh, we can ask him.
Let's ask
Have
him
you
about
been there
stuff.
before?
Yeah.
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
That makes sense.
Same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be
damn.
exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble.
What trouble?
Yeah, good idea.
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
It's probably the latter.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's
right.
for sure.
All right, so what else? We have a message from
So the Czar
Natasha.
Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul.
Wait,
And
stop.
it's
You have
useful.
to explain that set of beliefs. Like, what? Why does a gun have a soul? What? No. No, Marty, sit down.
I can't
What,
believe you're
Marty?
allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
A cloaca, I assume. No, sorry.
I
Dick
don't want
jokes.
to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
All right. So we could see what Marty says about.
Have you started on your great novel yet?
I kind of wanted to
I've
see about
already
that.
started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
Huh.
Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty.
You gotta be worthy of those old socks and bourbon. Okay, wait. Navigation is up on the D-pad.
Okay, and there's things that they're gonna run out. Those little, like, hourglass things.
Yeah, we went to the hot dog, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's something else.
Hold on.
we
What's
can do
my
there.
book? Let's make sure. People. So we should have gotten the rundown on what's his Farbits.
Zip.
Yeah, over here it says Zip Murphy. You're right. I do like that they have his handwriting for world building and that you can make it legible. Zip was delivering information to Ibn a couple of years ago. Police informant to then. He may be reporting to both sides. Yeah, you know. I don't blame him. So we went to the hot dog. So let's go to the Czar Club. Let's start the investigation in earnest.
Okay.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in.
Oh.
We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
The chickens
The
and
city's
profiles so
heart
goofy.
beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored
fine
by
leather sofa sounds so
garish
good.
modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt.
Ow,
The
kitty.
Tsar's
Oh, feet
huge
so
neon
sharp.
sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha.
You know, I thought
cops were
neon
never
was like
welcome to
such a
places like
recent
this.
thing, given its use in the
I hoped we
80s
were too
over
late
in the
for the
States, but
show.
it's frightening to find
We
out
had to be
how long
inconspicuous,
we've had
but it
neon
was
as a
never
technology.
easy with this bird mountain by
I want to say like for a couple hundred years, right? Like
I don't know a lot about neon.
I think some
but
French
yeah.
engineer came up with it and was like, "Yeah, just put gas in tubes and run a little current through it."
So this is the famous Czar Club.
I mean, it sounds like a thing someone would do. There's some bored aristocrat in Europe, like, "I put gas in tubes and zap it, see what happens."
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our
Or a
kind,
scientist.
That's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville.
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
I think it's kind of weird when we use, like, phrases. They use phrases like that are common in our world. That's all of a sudden becomes like, whoa, huge dunk on the monkey population. It's like, oh, Jesus. So wait, who we got? Is that Lewis?
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Good with names, aren't you,
Lewis.
Marty?
Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Oh.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets.
Ooh,
and in the mirror,
rough.
they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
God, you're both.
Teach me,
you're,
master.
You're both up your own asses, in my
When
opinion.
you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Jesus, Sonny.
That was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Or you're just a 75% drunk chicken spouting bullshit,
Amazing.
which I kind of love. Okay, so fancy car.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's
Averia.
Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky
Wait, didn't Lady
bastard.
Gaga do something about a paper? Oh, don't want no paper gangster.
Oh yeah, paper gangster.
Same
I
difference.
gave all my Animal Crossing villagers paper tigers.
they got rid of them, and you were pretty pissed.
when Huck the Frog moved out, he left my paper tiger. I was very
Do you
upset.
remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah.
Oh.
What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
Oof.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah. Haha.
Yeah, hilarious.
All right, so maybe we should talk to the bouncer. Let's look at the bouncer
Jeez,
first.
look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Almost like the game we're living in.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Oh, because he's a goat. Billy Goat. Wonder how gruff he is. I do kind of want to look at everything. I like what... let's look at
One
the sign.
day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
God, what...
Luck off, Sonny.
Why did it... Actually, I don't know. I don't think I need to know why Sonny got shot. It seems pretty obvious on the face of it, but I'm curious what their falling out was. All right, let's talk to this bouncer.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
Are you Bill or Bob? We're trying to settle a
We're
debate.
expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Now stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, You can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I get the news and more. And I must admit, it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machiki.
He's a very well-read bouncer. He's a complete package, tough and intellectual.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
I'm gonna be back to ask some more questions immediately.
And forgive me for my austere composition.
No,
No problem.
Stay that way, Mr. Bouncer.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Alright, Natasha
What can you tell
Catzenko.
me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Catzenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
I love this French bouncer goat. Oh, he is... Okay.
Was Lewis someone we could talk to or just look at?
Hold on. Having it...
Molly. My ex-wife.
No, hold on. Is there... Hold on, what's in our book? Codex, Chicken Police. I'm sorry, a country inhabited exclusively by birds. Its picturesque modern place, governed by democratic parliament, it's bordered by 2 seas. Its economy is built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint throughout known history. Okay, well, I really am going to go back when we're done with this and read these codices. Advertisement tower.
I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
Oh,
You're
Marty.
a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I have to admit, I like the rotate. What's it?
Or Clawville story.
Okay, hold on.
What about Lewis? Was it just to look at, or?
I don't think we can... Oh, wait. You talked to him. I think we had to look at him first.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Okay,
Hi,
thank
Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways,
you.
so...
Poor
the
Lewis.
legendary Chicken Police, back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. Let's not bother.
Okay, boss.
Oh,
Let's not.
no,
Okay,
no, damn it. Okay, I was having a thought about... Oh, my phone.
What are you having a thought about?
Maybe call ahead?
Oh, from your office?
Yes.
Did we get the number?
No, we don't have the... Dang it. That's what I was also another trying to find out, is if we had... No! All the buttons are wrong.
Does the Czar Club poster have a number?
I tried to look for that, but all it seemed to have was, like...
What's that thing? Oh, just that on the back.
Molly.
Yeah. What do you... Molly, I don't see a number.
Oh, maybe that's the zip code at the bottom.
Oh, wait, really? Hold on, bag.
I think that's the address.
Oh, 555312.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't see it from where I was sitting. Good job, game.
Hello? Is anybody there? Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
crash.
Do you hear me?
Whoa!
Well, bye then.
Well,
It's quite the party over there.
that's good. It'll be easier to mingle that way.
If we get there in time.
Yeah, we better go.
Okay. Well,
Do you think Zip can get us on the list?
alright, that was going to be my next suggestion. Hold on. How do I get... Oh, wait, I have to... Yeah. Right, I forgot I can move left and right.
What's this no insects allowed?
What do you think?
Oh, wait,
That's it.
we had this conversation. Ask. Maybe
Have
he'll...
you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the dark era.
Roger that.
Right. Okay.
When I first arrested him, he was barely 14 years old.
Okay. How do I leave? It's the map. Let's go back to the Czar Club. Oh, this is
That
entrance.
fella's built like a brick shithouse.
Yay!
I don't think we'll be able to just
Sorry.
sneak past
I love that phrase.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
You.
Was that a rhetorical question?
I'm gonna try to talk to
Just
him again.
one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy.
Kitty.
Just don't
Oh.
get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
Okay, so
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
you think about rabbits as prey animals and how they... It's no wonder he has a stutter. He must be a nervous fucking wreck living in a city like this. I
Yes,
feel bad
indeed,
for
but it
Lewis.
seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so we just have to talk to folks.
I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Apparently. Okay, so...
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
Merci la montre, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Clearly, if he... Wait, who is Lewis that he has this clout? He could just be like, they're on the list, and he's like, but of course, monsieur. The fuck?
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
I guess we go in. All right.
The jazz overwhelmed us.
Ah,
There
jazz!
was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette.
Music should not seep. That
smell of
sounds
smoked
horrible.
whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Here we are.
Man, I would read the novelization of Chicken Police Painted Red. I'm drowning in corny detective schlock. I'm
I
loving
take you to
it.
the nicest places.
I'm like a pig in mud right now, folks.
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Well, that's...
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Like that person looking right at us.
It's just... Let's talk to the bar...
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course you
I
did.
see, right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
A pew pew pew. And a
2
pew,
whiskeys,
pew,
kid.
pew.
And no horsing around.
Thank you, sir. Never heard that one before.
I've never heard that one before.
So it was so obvious.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Ah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water, too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah. Well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but...
Oh, yay, we unlocked the
Whose
drinking
father
problems
went to that guy when
achievement.
his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
No, they were just saying that we'd like to see you more, but also...
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking
I
this
feel like
one
that
together,
fancy
yeah?
whiskey's gonna be used to smooth over some talking.
Sure, Marty. Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha
Oh,
tonight?
you going somewhere?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Not yet, sir. But she's
Tell me,
coming
hey,
on
breath?
soon.
He's a real people person, isn't he?
Well, can
I
you tell me
know.
anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
Fair enough.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, You haven't even paid for your drinks yet.
Trying to bribe him when he hasn't
Stop
paid.
riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
God, quit insulting people. It's not.
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Okay. Oh, yay, donuts. Okay, so we have Unknown Hawk, a waitress, Big Buck, stage, Fox Fella, can't talk to that alpaca, Henchman, movie poster.
Murder my tweet.
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye,
Hicks
hired
Poodle.
to look for a woman, then
More donuts,
gets into
please.
some kind of blackmail
Donuts.
thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty,
what? Yeah?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, sunny. There's just a ray of sunshine.
The big sheep.
You know I want to see all these posters for the loudest howl. He has the case, he has the girl, he has the gun, he is the alpha. And we got this done for hire.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
I want more donuts. Keep shoving them in my face.
We're down
You
to
know,
the end of them.
Detective
Laura and I
stories
go
and
to the movies
donuts.
A lot.
Two
When was
D's
the
I
last time
love.
you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely?
Oh.
Let me guess. Molly?
Yeah, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
Must not have been a good
You're
movie.
a clucking poet. I mean it.
I talked to the henchman.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course
Certainly.
he's not.
Oh. I was confused with why they said that at first.
Well, they were sarcastic as hell.
It took me a minute.
Should we?
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
I don't like. I like my men with their horniness put away.
Man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
Oh, right, horny.
You just
He
need
said-
to get used to it again.
Damn it.
What if, this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
Oh, Sonny.
A
Fox
fox is a
fella.
wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
What a dick.
Ha ha, very funny.
Alright. I want to see if we get more dialogue, though.
Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Wait a minute. Is that, like, referring to, like, one of Aesop's fables or some shit?
That,
Fox and a raven.
that story.
Oh, where the raven makes the fox... Or does the fox trick the raven out of the piece of cheese?
To drop a piece of cheese or something.
Yeah, the fox...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunger can bring out the monster in animals.
They really put a lot of detail into this game.
And
I
the
love it.
wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
As you say, Marty.
Okay, let's...
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't
Oh,
wanna be
she's a
prejudiced.
squirrel?
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to
We're not
investigate,
here to
remember?
stare at pretty squirrels.
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, Way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Averia.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Okay. Oh, let's speak.
Well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia as a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And dumber.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Fair
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out. Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
No,
You want a
what?
case?
I have so many questions, but I'm just gonna
5
gloss.
feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes. Just the usual.
Oh, boy.
You?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I
Any
do.
useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Hopefully we won't get thrown out. Oh! Well, there he is. Wessler. Just wandered in here.
Even Whistler?
Yeah.
Probably the
Didn't he?
henchman.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal. Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Oh, but I'm
Piss
Tish.
off, old bird.
Nah, chicken shit.
I have so many questions about, like, are you chicken enough? Is that a thing in this universe? I'm so confused.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
I guess we should talk to him? I don't think there's anyone else we can talk to. Try that. Try talking to the bartender again.
Your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
My name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Long-suffering bartender. Alright, well, let's go talk to Ibn Wessler.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is,
He said his name.
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, what a rat.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and
Oh, Marty has a thing with Olivia. Yo, he's shaking his
crap,
fuck.
Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Does everyone have to antagonize each other? What is the point of staying low if you're just gonna be flinging insults and, like...
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business.
I guess it's sort of an open secret, but it's just...
I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Okay.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's really...
Attorney General
If you'll
Hamtaro?
excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
I don't like this. He's being a little bit too...
Nice
let's ask
bunker
him.
you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional. Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Tricky. Oh, we are...
We started
How
at
did you
below
feel when you
50%.
heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kind of interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my goodness, I don't like either of those.
But if you had to pick... I feel like this is a dumb question to ask because he's a fucking criminal. Also... Why not just call the police? What do you think? I feel like asking a criminal what he does for a living is not a great idea.
Okay, let's
Why
see
don't
what
you
happens.
Just call the police.
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Ah, fuck.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Yeah.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail?
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Okay.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past?
Let's keep it to the facts.
I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans. Psychopath pianists, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Right, he likes direct questions.
You think one of her fans is the culprit?
Yeah, that's...
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha.
I can't take that Attorney General dollar here. Little hamsters, big adventures, Hamtaro.
Not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
That sucks. Alright. Alright.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Mob Boss and the Pussycat.
Yeah,
the Mob Boss and the Pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
I don't think he'd like this.
Are you trying to piss me off, Corporal?
Sorry.
So I accidentally let some big secret slip out?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
He liked that.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see.
I'm glad we asked that question, even though it seemed like he was pissed.
Yeah, if you say so.
Okay, well, he's still plus. I'm not sure. I feel like the implication of if she's is she completely alone is like, she's cheating on him. Should we ask the second one? That's what my gut's telling me. I want to know your thought process.
I don't know. I have trouble guessing with this, like what to do. So let's go with your gut.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Alright, how we do? Decent cop.
That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you've still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks, eh?
I feel good about that. I feel good.
Important clue.
Thank you
so
for
he's
your
trying
time.
to change
We'll be
the
seeing
That's
you.
good.
subject every time we bring up the threats.
Okay.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Oh, we get a little cutscene? Is she going to actually sing? I'm kind of excited if they got a good singer. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Sonny. Uh-oh. Sonny's in trouble. God damn it, Sonny.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside.
Ah, so she's dead inside like me.
My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just
Sonny.
Oh my god, Sonny, are you okay?
Sonny.
say Chloe's still lying in my bed. And it's dead.
Well, that was interesting.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Ooh, that voice.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Oh my god, she's gonna play him like a cheap violin.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Eben will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
I don't like this.
Hey, I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume.
Oh god.
It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone.
Wanted to think of a better simile, but I couldn't.
Or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted
Hey,
to be
she's a
her
classy dame.
nightdress,
She reads the
barely
high-class
touching,
romance.
barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop. And a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance. Gee, that is a unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
turn off the light. I'm trying to get a measure of her by looking around her room.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
What a dick. Okay, let's talk to Natasha.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Really? I don't think it's that rare.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr.
Definitely
Featherland?
dangerous.
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I
And
tell
that
you
bird
it's
in the
an
bush is worth
occupational
two in the
hazard?
hand. I mean, wait, hold on. I fucked that up. Never mind, let's move on.
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Oh, she's got our number.
Sonny, come at me.
Well, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
All right, here we go.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Too much oozing going on in this. Okay, that's a confident woman. She's confident. That was a remarkable
performance.
Had to start somewhere.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time. But the stage still calls my name. And I perform just a few times a year. And always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Sam, walk me through your thoughts when you look at these questions.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like we already talked about the picture on the wall, but maybe like the game doesn't know that.
Yeah, let's try. Let's.
Because I feel like it wouldn't make sense if we were real people to do that.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
As if she'd tell us.
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Ooh.
You tell me.
She liked that, though.
I think one of your admirers.
Do you think one of your
Let's
admirers
play it straight.
might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
Really? Because, like, Indiana Jones stole a bunch of idols.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
She seems pretty sure of herself on that.
I see.
But she liked it. Okay. Huh.
Do you have any material evidence?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
I mean, that's fair.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
Yeah.
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Well, we're keeping her really happy. Right.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Damn right.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Yeah, man, we all knew it.
Actually, I wasn't sure.
Oh, what? Oh.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it.
Yes, please
I
give
said
it
what
back.
You were thinking. And yes,
Cat got-
that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Oh boy.
Thank you for your honesty.
Alright, I suggest you lie low. She's not gonna do that. What about Philmar? Is he here because of you? Huh. No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow. I don't think that's helpful. I think if they'd said anything, they'd be hunting down leads.
Would the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You wanna go for it?
Let's do it.
Let's
Could
do
the
it.
threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am.
It was part of the
yes.
Chicken police were part of the
Well,
predator
I don't
department.
know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I am interested in that.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around, if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
She liked that a bit. Alright.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cock-a-doodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
No! Oh well, I'm just not gonna be able to hear any of this. Alright, like, whoa, we lost 60 points for that?!
And it was the only option we could take, so maybe it was the choice before that messed
Let's
us up.
stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
Oh boy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
Okay,
really
I'm waiting
know
until I know that the
I'm
dialogue...
not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Maybe she was.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine.
Huh.
She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you...
I mean, that's true. We probably wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't...
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, you're right.
But to be honest,
It's kind of a dick move.
She's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
How do you know it really? If you're such good friends.
I did. I knew I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me.
Oh
This
my
case
god.
is getting more and more intriguing.
What exactly do you want from me?
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really
Oh,
as
whoops.
good as they
Sorry,
say
I
you
should always
are.
get the dialogue.
And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them. Whoever
Oh,
they
this
are.
this game is a hoot. Like, I definitely think it's worth your time. There's a lot of interesting world building going on. And it's soaking in pulpy dialogue, so if you like that kind of stuff, chef's kiss. There's a little bit of shooting, but
There's
not
a shooting range.
There's a shooting mini game, but it's not that great.
I wonder if it's gonna come up later.
But it's mostly a detective game. It's a puzzler. You really gotta figure these people out and ask them questions. But it's good. I don't know. There might be some shooting later. We haven't played that too far. Anyway, where were we?
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha.
Fuck that.
Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's
Oh
not
wow,
an
yeah,
issue.
she's gonna start throwing money around. Focus on actually 40%.
Rusted copper. Not bad, but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better. Next time, pull yourself together and pay attention to the signs. Focus, Sonny.
No, what garbage.
Important clue. The threat, or the threatening word in the message sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but
I
says a
thought we
lot
stayed on
regardless.
track. Damn it.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Just one more. I hate it when they say one more
Natasha.
thing.
Please, come to 37 Rochester
In
Street.
Flower Town tonight.
In
What?
Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and
Uh-oh,
now?
yeah.
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Oh boy. I think I've heard of that. I think I've heard of the Forgotten City.
To keep secrets
I
from.
haven't, but if I might like it.
We'll definitely look it up, but I mean, there's over 300 games on our backlog on the PlayStation alone. We're not counting any other systems or Steam, for that matter. Oh, Steam. I don't want to look at the Steam backlog.
Sonny, a woman is naked without her
Nah, no kidding. Yeah, it's just with the games are like $5 or less. I'll get to them eventually, and they just pile up. They just pile up. It's not fair.
I knew
There's not enough hours in the day.
Oh, yeah. I understand everything.
Okay.
So, when do we meet? The night is
That's
almost
true. It's
over.
about to be morning.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too
Don't
late.
be early and don't be late. Ooh,
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
all right.
I get it. I'll be
What if it's
there.
one of those timed events we can actually miss?
Until later,
A bad
Natasha.
miss.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Okay. Well, new function ask. Oh my god, we have so many questions to ask.
Woman's
Unfortunately,
aware of her charm.
we're gonna have to ask them next time because we are at the end of our time. We gotta get up and take our kid to the doctor in the morning.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Thanks for popping in at the end. Sorry it was right at the end. And everybody else is gonna catch the replays and all that good stuff. We love y'all.
Love you.
Good night.
Have a good night.